for the skyline views or the outdoor space, but what if it was all replaced by a large wall?
Well, that is exactly what is happening to some Northside residents, and they're taking their complaints to our I-team. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles now looking into that issue tonight. Jason?
Alan Sherrill, Metro plans to build a wall which could be 9 to 13 feet high. The giant wall would be right outside of their doors, and train tracks would be closer to their homes. All of it worrying residents.
That's close. That's too close for comfort.
Christy Kalman and her neighbors dread the plan of a Metro wall built on the railroad's property line, still though within feet of their patio doors.
We won't have any vegetation anymore. We have lots of trees. The trees will be gone, and it will just be replaced with what resembles a prison wall. The wall would be right up against dozens of Lakeview townhomes, including many located in the Picardy Place subdivision where these residents live. Craig Gunderson made these renderings of what he thinks it may all look like. Where I'm sitting right now, there's going to be a wall?
Yes, but you would be leaning against the wall right now. They've stated that it would begin 1 foot outside of our property line.
Behind the wall, Metro tracks. They'll be moved 20 feet closer to their homes. The fence currently here would be removed.
Right in the center of where we're sitting, actually, is where they're proposing to move the track over. So you and I would not be able to have this conversation with their train coming right down the middle of the backyard.
And if the tracks were right here, how would that affect your life?
Oh my goodness. I mean, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the outdoor space. I enjoy gardening. I enjoy the birds, the nature. It would all be gone. It's all part of an infrastructure improvement project to replace several bridges along Metro routes, which are more than 120 years old.
There are, unfortunately, homes that were built very close to the property line in the last decades, and those houses right now, they have a small yard and then a slope going up to the tracks, and that slope has kind of been part of their backyard all this time.
A Metro spokesperson says the movement of the tracks and the wall are all being constructed on railroad property, which residents have been allowed to use as their own outdoor space. Currently, this fence sits between the outdoor space and the tracks.
It is their property. Like, I have no legal leg to stand on as far as like telling them that they shouldn't come here and rip all of this up, but they should be good neighbors about it.
Residents are also concerned about property values, but most of all, they're worried about safety. Like if the top of the wall comes too close to second-story patio decks. What do you want to say to the residents who are concerned about their safety and their livelihoods?
We chose this option because it's the best for the region. It's the best for the federal, state, and local taxpayers that fund us. It's best for our riders. It allows us to keep 2 tracks open.
As of now, it doesn't look like anything else will change.
We've looked at a variety of other options, including one suggested by some in the community that we actually try to build the first new track on the east side of the existing. There's just not enough space on that east side.
There's a better way. Think about this entire community. Think about being a good neighbor.
Metro says the final design and exact height of the wall are still being reviewed, adding there may be ways to beautify the wall for residents. Alan and Sherrill construction could start by next year unless the current plan changes. Obviously, those residents not happy tonight.
Now they're in a tough spot.
Yeah, what a dilemma there. All right, thanks so much, Jason, for that. Let's talk about the weather and go outside, everybody. Look at a gorgeous view of the skyline along the lakefront.